Right, hello and welcome back to Company of Heroes 3. So this time now, we're going to be starting with this Veltri mission here. Looking at the divisions, I don't think either of these are particularly higher skill than the other. So I don't think it particularly matters which we send. But we'll get started and see how we go. So it looks like we'll have the Armed Support Company giving us a special ability. We've got a battleship in range. Yeah, we're probably going to be able to do a lot here. Plus we've got some aircraft over here. So we'll have plenty of things to be able to just call in on them if need be. So we'll see what this mission has in store. But this will be the first one of the major locations along the winter line that we will need to be taking to finish off the campaign. And then it's a straight shot to Rome.
Alright, men, it's our turn. Crown Anti-Air is wreaking havoc with our air support. We need to push through these bunkers and take out the anti-air battery. The Germans have a forward barracks up ahead. Capturing that will help strengthen our left flank. Right, move out.
Looking lovely and war-torn. Right, here are the tanks that we've got.
Listen up, men. We've got the Krauts right where we want them. If we can break the winter line, we'll have a straight shot to Rome and a liberated Italy. We're gonna start by dealing with the anti-air guns on the left flank. German forces are using a farmhouse as a forward barracks in the area as well. Capture it, and you'll be able to use it yourselves.
Ooh, right.
The Krauts have got artillery set up on the right
So
flank,
we've got that
and
there.
it's blocking our progress. So once we've dealt with the anti-air and the forward barracks, a second company will head up the right flank to take out that artillery. The Krauts are cornered, and you know what they say about cornered rats. They're gonna put up a hell of a fight. But the world's counting on us, and we've come too far to give up now. Alright, speech over. Good luck, man.
So I wonder if this second bit we'll be doing it with the UK Armoured Company. We'll find out. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, right. This is. Oh, we've got oh, let's have a look. Target weak point. Vehicles out of combat.
Saboteurs have damaged enemy armor. Partisan 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 saboteurs
Yep.
have damaged enemy armor.
I'm getting the message.
Partisan saboteurs have damaged enemy armor. Looted supplies are ready for pickup. 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 Looted supplies are ready for
It's
pickup.
loading all my bonuses into the game.
Supplies are ready for pickup. Partisans are scouting enemy positions. 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 Partisans are scouting
Ooh, that's
enemy
gonna hurt.
positions.
Okay, so if you didn't know, we're getting some partisan support on this mission. Could you tell? When did we get an infantry section? Oh, they're all like lined up, aren't they? Okay, random AT gun. Right, blast that, I guess. We've got a dead Stug. Ah. Right.
Keep up your pace of fire. Capture that area. Move. Relay orders. Jump to it, boys.
Let's lay some fire down for them.
Why? Press that squad. Volley it up,
Right. Oh. Where? Oh, that's where the others are. They're trapped in there. Okay, that's awkward. Yeah, one of them's just trapped. Let's blast this as well. Right, they've got a few rocket launchers. That should be able to tear that up. There we are. Let's finish these off. And then we should be able to just shred these.
Thanks for the help, Corporal. Let us know if you need anything fixed. Point secure. Motion's in. Get to it. Hurry. Rounding. Front and center.
Right. We've got some supplies over there as well we need to grab. Turn the auto thing on.
Get up there, move it! Get out of here, fall back!
Right, we'll pull everyone back. And we will recover. In the meantime, I believe we had... Yeah. Hereish.
Saturation on that target. Heavy reporting. We got the tools.
Well, he's trapped forever now. Right. When did we get these as a unit? Ah. Don't know. Don't care. Let's roll. Right.
Make a decision. Get moving. Engineers need fire support.
Cook 'em. Ooh. Taking a lot of damage really quick. Yeah, that unit really lay it on you. Let's get back.
Sherman here! Sherman on the move! Got anything for Burns? Start blasting that goddamn line! Info! Sherman on the move! Let's go. Hit for steady.
Right. Get 'em. Ow. Get him. Prioritize that. Yeah, it's on auto. Yeah, auto reinforce. And yet, don't know why it didn't do that.
Reese's, stand to. Engineers here. Look at all these fresh faces. Engineers have been reinforced.
Right.
We've got the forward bearings. Good work, men. Let's get it done, boys.
Oh, how much is it giving me here?
Let's get it done, boys.
Yeah.
Secure that kit. Grab that thing. You got a bar on the grab that gear.
Ooh. Okay.
Engineers standing by. You guys up front and center. Bar has arrived. Thanks. Engineers standing by. Order just came through on the radio.
White phosphorus rockets. Ooh.
Time to earn your living, soldiers. Time to earn your living, soldiers. Ready for the move out. Cover off on the Brownie. Give us something to do. Hey, you gotta
So are they not going to repair this? Come on. Right.
Time to harass them. Let's go. Line eyes everywhere. Here we come, Jerry. Rifle squad and bar. Ready. Bazooka team. Anti-tank kit. It's ours now.
More AT. It's Looks good for me. Oh, looks like there's a fuel can next to that. Yeah, this should just insta-blow up then. And... we'll get in there. Ooh, there we go. It's nearly gone.
That's one AA gun down. Just one more to go.
Say the word, sir. Let's advance. Look what the cat comes. We got fellas. All right, come on.
Right, we should be able to just clear out the rest of the enemies up there.
M3 tank destroyer.
And then we'll just hammer away at this.
Crowd's got us pegged. Fire and move. Keep that fire going. And moving. He's dead. Keep your head down. We got nothing. Damn it. What now?
Right, we should be within flamethrower range. I don't know why I've taken cover on that side of the fence, but okay, weird. Right, now that they're all burning to death. How are we here? Ah, cooldown's nearly done. And 2, and 1, and... hit that. Oh! This unit's nearly dead. We probably want to retreat those.
Anti-air dealt with. I'm sure our fly boys will appreciate that. Maybe they'll give us some extra support as a thank you. Right, men. Our attack on the Germans' right flank has started. The Krauts have been taken by surprise, so we're gonna take out that artillery battery while they're distracted.
And to do this, you're giving me... what? Here we are, yep, here comes the British. Okay.
Rifle section ready. Be, sir. Twice down and missing up.
We've got AT and a Bren. Okay, not bad. Huh? Well, and there's our planes. Strafing and bombing runs. Probably accessible because we've done the, yeah, got the anti-air taken down now, I'm assuming. A tank we can call in, medical truck, pretty good then. Right. Let's put these on group 2. These on group 3. Oh, we've got... and then there's some random American riflemen. Okay, weird. And those riflemen, it says when I double click them, are over here somewhere off the map. Okay, don't use those riflemen. I don't actually have them. They don't exist. Pretend they're not there. Ooh, right. This will not take long. Right, this shan't take long. Ooh. Maybe we'll not stand near that fire, eh? Said, retreat. There we go. Right. Oh, this unit are off screen as well. Hmm. Right. Oh, this'll take no time. Oh, it might. Yep. That'll be a problem. Right, get a bomb in. Have a grenade. There we go. Got him. Right, we'll blast this.
That's one artillery gun down. Keep going. Fight down! Pull back the base! Leave it! We'll get there if I can track you myself! You want everybody!
Now, let's have a look. Let's try the armoured car. Oh, that tank's a bit annoyed at me. Right, let's back up. Bombing run. Drop it now. Come on. Too late.
Thanks for the assist, sir. We got pinned
Oh,
down
it
in the
just...
initial advance.
Oh no, it's over there.
We'll be back in
Okay.
the fight.
Okay, men. Our flanks are secure. I'm getting tired of this war, and I bet Roy I'd get to Rome first. Time to send these krauts packing. Move forward and capture those strong points. But watch out for the 88s.
Ooh. Got some flak 88s,
Okay,
have we?
man, we're almost there. Just one more push and this'll all be over. German forces have set up a defensive line here. To break it, we need to take out these strong points. We're expecting flak 88s, but we've handled them before. Once the defensive line is broken, we'll move towards the town crossroads. The Krauts will be making their last stand there. They're not gonna go down without a fight, but we're more than a match for them. Right, come on. Let's go and get us a route to Rome.
Right, big push, flaks on the way. Smash everything we can. Got it. Oh, and we've got stuff helping us. We've got lots of stuff. Ooh.
Quiet down, listen up. Always eager to serve. Quiet down and listen up. Come on, ladies, while we're young. Boys away. On our way, sir.
Right.
Present and accounted for, sir.
We've been able to secure more supplies for you, Corporal.
do try to put them to good use.
What's this? Oh. Oh. It's not well explained, but that appears to allow me to swap between each faction. Ah. Interesting. Well, that's a very interesting mechanic. Right, okay. Well. Oh, we've got all the stuff we need from the start. Wow, okay. So it's just a case of absolutely smash these. Okay, okay. That is a thing that I can do.
Pay attention!
Right.
Formation tight.
Weasels and the bread bin, gents. Say no more. Placements are here. Let's burn through their paces.
See, what can we get tank-wise? Sherman. Ah, so we're at the population cap at the moment, basically, so we can't do anything for now.
We need it elsewhere, lads. Let's get to it. Gunners, we've received our orders. On your guard, gunners.
Where'd you need a Beaufort? Right, let's be off camps. Commander, we have artillery on standby.
We got orders, lads.
Right.
Alright, boys.
Let's see how bad it is.
Let's get on the mast. We reach you! On shift.
Okay, get this thing over there. Anti-air and all. I'm going the... What rear hit that? Right, smash that. That's gone. Right. Looks like there's bunkers there. That might be empty. Really, we could use some kind of scout and just spot for as bombers and things. But do we have? Do I literally not have access to this? I'm sure. Yeah. Is that not a thing as the British? I was going to say I'm actually. Yeah. Now what can we get as the Americans would help here? So I don't have. I don't know. Assault engineers. No scouts, no snipers, because they're both armoured companies that are freshly upgraded, aren't they? Okay. But we have... that's something. We have a separate population limit with this group. Ah.
March.
Square your kit. Make sure that light gun has plenty of mass. Double time, soldiers.
Shouldn't be a problem. Medical station on the way.
Right.
Got your rifle rounds?
Increased... Let's see. Global upgrades arms with special munitions. Sure. Increases Greyhound, Chaffee, Hellcats, Bulldozer and Sherman's armour. Smoke shells. So we all get smoke shells. And M4 Shermans now get 76mm guns. Okay. All sounds good.
Engineers here. Greasers, stand to. All right, who's up? Helmets on. We're going. Back those weapons. Orders coming in.
Let's tackle the Germans. Give us something to do. Keep your spacing. Don't bunch up. Hold tight. We're heading out. Orders. Loud and clear. Reporting.
We're up, boys. Take a leg. LMG up front.
Right.
Standing by. Guys up.
M3 tank destroyer reporting.
We got the word, gentlemen.
Where to, sir?
Oh, what the hell hit you? Oh, that's a big flat gun.
We've lost the Chappie tank.
Right on, boys. Don't stop. Keep stacking them up.
Ah, was it just caught? Yeah. Flat
That's
36.
188 down.
Why does the name of it say 36? But but it's a flak 88. Because I know the 88 comes from the millimeters. That's the caliber. Maybe it's flak 36 because maybe it was made in 1936. Maybe that's like the official designation. I might have to look that up afterwards. Get the old Wikipedia working on it. Fire the canister shell. Yeah, that did a thing.
Word, sir.
Here we come, Jerry. Now get rolling, boys.
Cocky! Sniper is picking us off!
Oh, it's empty.
Get that captured! See what we've got! What do you need? Keep that bar close.
Right.
Point taken.
We can probably call in some artillery, some battleship bombardments and things, if we need. Right, they're nearly done.
So much for peace and quiet. Boom! Watch your flank! Where the hell did they come from? Get on with it! Come on, move your asses! Enemy point needs to be in the last one!
Get 'em!
Take that damn ground! Grenade! Take that damn ground! Shut them fuckers down!
Right.
Engineer Jerry's napping. Let's liberate that sector.
We'll move on to the next part then, which
Right.
looks like it'll be up
That's
here.
the strong points dealt with.
What next?
You've got German troops heading your way, Corporal. All right, men. You heard him. Get ready for him.
Okay.
Let's go. I want eyes everywhere.
Stand to. Quit lagging behind. Smoke says these aren't for us. Hey, you got a job for us? Reese's, stand to. Hey, you got a job for us?
And we'll put these, I guess, just kind of, you know, there, 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 there.
There, and there. With the M1, start digging.
Right.
We're up, boys. Mine's planted. You men, get ready.
Our objective's clear. All right, boys, orange, Sherman on point. That's our
Cover
number,
complete.
boys. Advance to new position.
Stand mines, lead out.
Let's see what they're up to.
Shit. Orders coming down the chain. Listen up.
Oh, that's a big gun.
Sherman reporting.
Yeah, that upgrade, it's an upgrade. Okay.
Engineers here.
Apparently length matters, guys. Who knew? Right. And swap. Okay. There. There. There and there. We'll need these. I guess up here. That there. He's at about there. Actually. Grab that, then go there. Okay.
Don't bet on a fucking pig whip. Gotta be fucking disastrous.
This should be interesting.
They're almost here. Hold the line.
Bastards got Milne the other day. The sweeper missed it completely. We got the tools.
We'll probably tell them not to go that way now.
Howard, grab the kit. We're up.
At least we got these areas mined. So of course I came that way.
Think they know we're here.
One of our munitions points is being
Ah, run! Just run. Oh,
Snap to. We got more gas. Over out.
Bazookas need targets, damn it!
let's bring the bazookas closer to the front here. Ah, typical. Well, a panther exploded.
Got the word from battalion command.
Under fire!
Blast 'em. Uh-oh. Get back. Most of the mines are gone as well now, so yeah, we're not going to get much from that. Get these back into cover. We'll pull a few squads round to this flank. Looks like it's coming from the front next. Okay, swap. Uh-oh. Yeah, those are Panthers. Auto reinforce. We'll just kind of park it in the middle of everyone over here. Oh! That rocket went through.
Good work, men. Krauts are falling back. Come on, men. One last push. Always eager to serve. I don't want to
Right.
fucking word. March. Think you can handle that, Private? Head into the
There's 100% going to be a bunch of squads up here. Yeah.
We've got bombers heading your way. My troops will join you at the crossroads. The rest is up to you. Time for you to earn that promotion.
Get that unit. Run. Get back. Ah. Right, let's bring this unit up. They'll deal with that.
Yes, sir. We are ready to carry. Prepare the tractor. Be ready to move.
Oh, hello. You guys made a mistake. Right. We'll push the sappers up. They'll just gradually take that. Keep blasting them. I have to give up at some point. Ooh, this looks interesting over here. Airborne up there. We can, in fact, yeah, it doesn't have to be that drastic, does it? We can give them a hand. Ah, not great that.
Shut your mush and move your feet. Smoke breaks over.
Well, it could admittedly be going a bit better here.
Artillery barrage on the way.
But it looks like we have got it anyway. Yeah, it's gone.
Section ready. On those blisters. That wound's bad. Hard down, you wankers.
The battleship looks to have cleared it all though, so, now though, so we can probably call in some more aircraft bombs on here. Let's bring the truck up. I've also got these knocking about back here. We'll bring those up, get the Royal Engineers repairing them. Right. And it looks like we're going to take that. Excellent. And fix.
Good morning, Corporal. I heard you could do with a hand.
We're always happy to see our Italian friends. I hope your people brought plenty of guns.
Indeed they did, Corporal.
Oh, that's going to be a nasty target. We'll just pull back for a sec while that just takes its course. Did it work? There it is. Yep. Yep, that worked. Blast 'em, boys. And they did. Enemy is getting absolutely shredded. Ah. Oh, oh. Oh, no. That's a problem. Get that engine damage on him. Bombard behind him. Catch During the blast, come on. Takes so long for it to come in. Oh, it didn't even call in. Oh, god damn it.
Artillery barrage.
Get him. Get him. Back up, back up.
The squad's gone. The
Ooh.
enemy have wiped out an infantry section.
Not good. Oh, I've just realised I could be converting that. So I could have just retreated them if I'd converted.
The Tiger Terror is no more. Recall orders, lads. Shut your mouth. Make it brisk. My gosh, looks gnarly. Get the cover, Doc.
Right.
Ready to make some shots?
Let's see what we can do now.
Right, let's get moving. Like we don't have a through-up. Raider AA 106, enemy fire!
Rapid fire.
Give it through-up!
Not that effective against infantry, to be honest. Oh, mind you, now cover's gone. Oh yeah, it's shredding. Slowly.
Stay focused, men. The Krauts aren't giving up yet.
Right. They're all nearly cleared out. We've got max resources.
Infantry dead! Keep your eyes open!
We'll capture this. We'll move this forwards. Start blasting. They can't do much when they're out of cover. Uh-oh.
Commander, we have artillery on standby.
Right. Push the engineers up here into position. They should just start burning. Wonderful. They're going to need to recover. We need to focus that infantry down with the Panzerschreck. There we go, got him. Let's see what our little armoured car can do.
Come on, take your stations. We're heading out. Nowhere to hide. Drop fucking truck! Come on, shit, get the line fire! Take it down!
Ooh.
Artillery barrage on the way.
Run, little car, run. Oh, oh well.
This car has been knocked out.
Presumably there's a lot of dead enemies in there. I hope.
Come on, bloody officers, time to work for a living. Relax, heading out. Come on, chaps, what's that over here?
Ooh, yeah, there's some units that are nearly gone. Ooh. Right. Pretty much sorted.
Good work, men. We've reached the winter line. Next stop, Rome.
Excellent. Well, look at that. Unit efficiency 6,000%. MVP efficiency 2,500%. Good God. Yeah, pretty efficient. Right, on that note, that's probably going to do it for that turn. We'll call it an episode here when we get back. We might have a few skill points to spend, however. And then we'll move on to the next turn and the next episode. I'm not sure if we'll have to take every single thing along the winter line or if we just have to break it the once, but either wouldn't surprise me. Right. Let's see what we've got. We should be looking at next turn being able to push our forces over from the east to here. I do think as well we can just basically get rid of those ships along the eastern coast now. We can probably just scupper them all, get the resources back, call in some more companies for the population that would get back from them as well. Probably a good idea. I bet I can get another company or two. We'll also want to move the ones on the western coast up, or just get rid as well. Really, we'll only need a battleship and a destroyer. We won't need more than that. Right, looks like it's nearly done loading. We'll have a look at what we've got. There we go. Three skill points. I'm assuming that's per company.
Ha! Commander, we've broken the winter line. Those damn Krauts are gonna be crying all the way home to Mama Hitler.
That's a very colorful way of putting it, Henry. But yes, they will.
And we will all be glad to see them go.
Dear Maggie. Well, Roy and I made it to Rome in one piece. It was touch and go for a while, but by the time we got here, the Germans had cleared out. Not that
Oh.
I'm complaining, of course. Honestly, it seemed like just about everyone turned up to help kick Germany's ass. I think the whole world's sick of Hitler's bullcrap. It turns out Norton and Buckram could get along, after all. And those partisans? Man, I never should have doubted them. As tough as anyone I've fought with, that's for sure. I guess the commander really pulled it out of the bag. Brass were happy anyway. Captain McKay got me a promotion to sergeant. And he's promised to buy me one of those New York hot dogs when we get back home, to celebrate. Roy says we're headed to France next, though. Guess I'd better keep an eye on my chocolate. I'll write again when I can. Love always, Joe.
Is that it? Well, that was an abrupt ending. Oh, hole in the winter line. You win. Oh, well. Who knew? I thought there were a whole thing. I thought I had to get everything on the map. Or at least take Rome. No. We're just... As soon as the last line collapsed, that was it. They didn't even bother with Rome, it looks like. Right, well. While the credits are rolling, I might as well talk about my thoughts on the whole matter. So, the game then. Yeah. I will say it's definitely been one of the stronger campaigns from not just Company Heroes, but I think Relic as a whole. I think the games that I've played from Relic, the developers, I've played Dawn of War 1, Dawn of War 2, that other Dawn of War that we don't speak of, Company Heroes 1 and Company Heroes 2. I have actually got Age of Empires 4 like in my Steam library, but I've barely touched the thing. And I still don't know why. I think it's just when I finally got it, other games just came out and ended up, you know how it is. It ends up on back burner and then it kind of just sort of ends up getting missed as you go on other stuff. But definitely need to go on that at some point. And I'm shocked at myself for not going on it because I think Age of Empires 2 was the first like PC game that I bought myself, and I played the hell out of it. So much so that I went and got Age of Empires 3 basically when that came out. And there's a whole story about that where my computer wouldn't run it, and it ended up the end result after a lot of beating around the bush was I ended up getting a new computer for my parents, but you know, later that Christmas, etc. But anyway, this though, yes. So I would say now, Company Heroes 1. I'll be honest, I played that just before the release of Company of Heroes 2. It was going incredibly cheap. I'd heard a lot of good things. And I thought, well, if number 2's coming out soon, I'll go and play the first one. And I got it, and I don't remember loads of it. I remember it was just a load of basically just a bunch of missions strung together. there wasn't all that much to a campaign. Fairly forgettable. I remember there was one part, though, I think it was a DLC series of missions, which was you would go in as, it was a tank crew. I think like a German Tiger tank crew that were caught behind enemy lines, and you had to go around controlling this single tank throughout the game. And then they eventually, you know, the tank gets out, I think it was out of fuel or it got tracked or something. They had to go out and get supplies and resupply the tank in order to progress with the mission. It was only like 2 or 3 missions long, this little campaign. But I do remember that one. Company of Heroes 2, a bit more memorable. I definitely remember, you know, being given a lot of conscripts and told to take Stalingrad. Oh man, the amount of Russian conscripts I sent to my deaths, sent to their deaths in that game. Yeah, I remember it was like you're playing as an officer who's being interrogated and he's having like flashbacks, and the guy eventually lets him go and then shoots himself, and it wasn't bad. Not bad. Again, a series of strung together missions, but it were a bit more gritty and gruesome with it being the Eastern Front. This one, far more, yeah. It reminds me of like, because those are the Company Heroes campaigns, and I think it's definitely better than those. Easily better than those. If you're gonna say like, oh well, you know, as a series of strung together missions, is it better than this or that? Well, I think it's better than 1, because I don't remember much of 1. So if it's not memorable, I can't really say if it was that good. But I think the Africa Corps campaign, as a series of strung together missions, is quite strong. It's quite a good set of missions. I'd definitely put it up there with some of the better campaigns that they've done. On the Dawn of War series, they did the same with Dawn of War. Well, all Dawn of Wars did have just a series of strung together missions in a sort of campaign. That was most of the Dawn of Wars. However, I believe it was on Dark Crusade, the expansion on Dawn of War 1, where they gave you a similar mode to the Italian campaign on this, where you did have this, it was like a number of planets, and each planet had like a series of territories that you'd try to capture. And to capture each one, you would play a level on that planet, and you'd take the territories in, basically, you know, so you'd play a real-time strategy game. If you won, you got the territory, and the units available to you in the real-time strategy battles were the ones that you had researched as you are going around taking everything. The issue with that is that all the other factions wouldn't really to and fro very much, so you wouldn't end up with, you know, a handful of massive factions or anything. They'd all be kind of small, so once you'd gobbled one up, you were probably the dominant faction and would then find gobbling the rest of them up rather trivial. So it was like reverse difficulty. It starts off difficult and then gets easier as you go. And there's a bit of that with this. You know, it's just, you can't really, you know, you can't ignore the fact that, put simply, if it's about, you know, you get more stuff as you take territory, well, the more territory you take, the more stuff you're going to get, and thus the easier the game will be. That the last few missions have been a pushover, you know. It's like I've got battleship support, aircraft support, multiple companies that are all leveled up. I mean, when you get the armoured support groups, and you can just call in like double Shermans and double Churchill tanks, it's ridiculous. You know, without having to build the tank production building, you can just call those in from the beginning. Holy hell. That's insane. It is unbelievably overpowered. You know, especially since the especially since the German forces the AI doesn't seem to use many tanks. So, to sum it up, I would say it's better than the Company of Heroes 1 campaign. Though that one did have a few standout missions that I think would probably rival, at least for Africa Corps missions that this gave me, I think it was. So, but it was pretty good, pretty good. I think I prefer Company of Heroes 2's campaign over this. Company of Heroes 2 also got an expansion that added a campaign mode similar to this. It wouldn't surprise me if this is partly based on it. The Ardennes Assault pack that they added. Similar thing as the Americans moving through the Ardennes in France. Taking territories, each one gives you like abilities and new units as you capture it. And it was actually significantly hard, that one. They really made the Germans a lot tougher on that one. But yeah, I would say I think I prefer Company Heroes 2 campaign. But I prefer this to Company Heroes 1. I like the Africa Corps section. Though the Italian campaign did have a lot of nice handcrafted missions. The what's it? What was that mission when you were getting onto the beach? Anzio, that was it. I liked Anzio with the railway cannon and all that. That was brilliant. There were a few standout missions, like when you were taking Monte Cassino. There have been some good standout missions, some really well done, put together maps. I do like that on a lot of the missions you get AI support helping you. It feels more like a battlefield then, you know, rather than it's just you commanding everyone doing everything. It's like, no, it looks and feels more like a big battlefield then. You know, when there's other units going out and fighting, you don't feel like you're in command of the whole operation then. You feel more like you're just part of this huge offensive, you know. It gives it some more scale. Comparing it with Dawn of War, like I said, there was something similar in Dawn of War 1 to the Italian campaign, but I don't think it was as good in Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 1's main campaign was just strung together missions, as were most of the expansions, but I would say I'd prefer this to Dawn of War 1. Dawn of War 1's campaign was a bit meh, kind of forgettable. Dawn of War 3's campaign was honestly not that good. I would honestly say the best campaign out of all of them from Relic would be probably Dawn of War 2, the main campaign, and the sort of expansion they added to it with Chaos Rising. It was almost like an RPG-esque campaign you were doing, because there were a series of missions, but there were also a few optional side ones as well. It was all just a series of strung together missions. And it was absolutely fantastic. I still remember large parts of it. And even the Dawn of War 2, the sort of expand alone that they did, Dawn of War 2 Retribution. All those campaigns for Dawn of War 2 were absolutely excellent. If you're looking for which campaign is Relic's best campaign they've ever done, it's Dawn of War 2 hands down. You don't even get close to it. It was absolutely excellent, and the way you equipped your squads, and that they were all like managed by these characters that were brilliant in that. And especially in Dawn of War Retribution, it allowed you to do the entire campaign with any of the factions, and it would swap out all the voice lines as well. You'd still follow, like, 99% of the same story and plot. They'd essentially just swap out voice lines. Kind of, spin the reason they're there a little bit to kind of fit. But it was the same campaign over and over. However, like I say, it's just fantastic one. This has been enjoyable though. I think if I were to say anything they could do differently with the campaign, I think it's definitely you need to face a bit more hardship as you go. I think the set missions could definitely be throwing more at you. Definitely could. I mean, I did set it on. Does it show the difficulty I'm playing it on? It does not. I'm sure I cranked it up as high as I could, but yeah, the AI needs to be more aggressive or something. Because you do kind of just cakewalk it, really. But it's a good start on a proper campaign. Something more akin to, the Total War series rather than what they're usually doing. And I like that they are trying to, somewhat similar to Dawn of War 2, where you can equip your squads with like gear and equipment that you find in the field. With this, they gain experience and you choose upgrades and things for them. So similar thing that they're trying to do with that, giving you more of a personalised feel to all your squads. I would almost even go as far as to say you could even make it so you've just got access to one of each and only those as you go through, and they could even give you, rather than, because you had what were it now, Joe Conti and Roy, what's his face, the little characters that were popping up, telling you as you were going through what were happening and things, Why not give each one of those companies a character who does the voice acting, and they're the company commander, and so it's not just, oh, it's a random guy under my command. No, it's the guy in charge of that squad. Maybe even giving them a presence in the actual battle where you've got that squad on the field and you can see the guy. Give you like a special, like how there's a captain squad for the U.S. You could have a special command, company command squad that like joins you in the battle, that you can call in from the headquarters at certain points. Whose abilities and things you can actually tinker with. So you could call in, General Norton, and he arrives. What's it? He arrives in like a tank or something, or you can call on Joe Conti and he's like a special captain squad with loads of veteran riflemen with him. So the way that they're playing the game reflects their personality, of the way that the voice line. That could be an idea to go with it. I think though the campaign, it definitely needs to. I think if you're gonna make it so the player gets more and more resources as they go, the enemy has to ramp up as well. It really does. And it definitely needs to be more aggressive. So, by the end I would be expecting, when I go up to a point, there's not just like 2 or 3 guys there, and there's not just like 2 or 3 squads there, and maybe one of the squads is a special elite squad. No, it should be elite squads and a tank. Something like that. Or if they are going to make it as they have done here, then maybe there should be, like, each game you've got a number of losses the company can take, or maybe the more losses you take, the more damage it does to your company in doing this, So yeah, you can maybe you will just waltz over things, you've got loads of stuff you can call in, troops to send, but each time you're doing it, it's throttling your resources for future games, perhaps, So it definitely needs something there. Overall, though, I am impressed with it. It's very good. It's definitely a nice change of pace. I'm just loads of missions strung together. It's kind of the same in that, yeah, the levels where, well, the towns and that you capture where there's a company present, it makes a player set mission. So maybe it is just missions strung together, but in a different fashion. You know, in a less linear fashion, so to speak. But, and I will say one thing as well, they definitely need to work on the repetitiveness. The auto-resolve should get more use, I think. Definitely should. Because at the moment, the issue really is that you keep playing so many just skirmish games. They definitely need to be a bit more spaced out than just constant skirmish games and that. That said as well, I think another thing is they also need more maps to pull this off. I think I'd like to see this sort of campaign again. I mean, hell, the idea of something like Hearts of Iron, but where you play real-time strategy battles on the front line, sounds amazing to me. But you need to kind of pick and choose the things that are worth going into a real strategy battle over. You know, little skirmishes should just be resolved on the map. So, that sort of thing. You know, you should be able to resolve most of it on the map, but you should go in for a real-time strategy battle when it's a bit more, you know, when there's a bit more import to it. You know, if it's an important battle, you know, get in there and play it. But if you're having to play out a mission for every little thing, it can get a bit tedious. The Total War series suffers from similar issues, and a lot of it can be determined by just the balancing of the auto-resolve. You know, if the auto-resolve just doesn't give you favourable results, you know, because some games do this, you know, so I think if you put like Total War, the campaign map on like hard, because they've got separate difficulties for the campaign map and the actual battles, the real-time battles. And I think if you put the campaign difficulty up, it just messes with the auto-resolve and your resource income for the most part. I mean, it makes the AI's moves a bit more aggressive usually as well, but what it can result in is that you just get these really unfavourable auto-resolves, so you end up having to battle every tiny little battle, because otherwise it'll just wipe all your armies off the face of the earth. And you want to kind of avoid that, you know, the auto-resolve is there. Like, you have to remember what it's there for. It's there to prevent the player having to needlessly, you know, roll up their sleeves and see to every little issue. So it should be used more liberally, I think. It should be a bit more favourable to the player. Because numerous times, and you can see the footage, where I'll have an auto-resolve result that's like, hey, your fresh unit of armoured, you know, your fresh armoured company against these infantry will get absolutely annihilated, even though they're on half health, you know. Well, but they're elite a bit, you know, they're a bit elite, and it's like, no. I've caught infantry in the open with my tanks, they're dead. What are you talking about, game? And then I have to manually fight it, manually slaughter them all. Whereas it should be like a, you know, 5-second thing. All that said, only other thing I'd say is I just need to work on load times then. It's a bit slow at the moment. But yeah, overall, very happy, very satisfied. This will be concluding my coverage of, well, yes, all of Company of Heroes 3's campaigns. That's it. They're done. Who knew? It's finished. I may or may not be putting up some multiplayer gameplay soon. Or it might even be out by the time I do this. It depends. because I know that I've played the hell out of this, and I think that there's several weeks worth in a backlog of this, so by the time this is up, you know, almost a month will have probably passed from me recording. Well, maybe not that long, probably about half a month. There's a backlog. There's a backlog of this, because I've played that much that quick. But yes, I might do some multiplayer games. I've got some other things already set to be. Well, they're already recorded, so there's a few other series. I'll probably be releasing them whenever there's a gap in the upload schedule. I believe the next few things I'm looking at recording, I think there will definitely be a series on, I believe it's the, I'm hoping I get this right, the Great War Western Front. I'm hoping I've not got that backwards and it's not called, you know, Western Front, the Great War or something, but yeah. The Great War Western Front. It's like a World War I real-time trench strategy game. There is a Steam Next Fest preview of it on the channel. So by all means, if the video isn't already out, feel free to go back and look at the Next Fest. That's probably going to be on the channel soon. If you like Company of Heroes, you will likely like that, and might be worth your time subscribing, watching, you know, keeping your eyes on the channel, because that's probably coming up soon. Other than that, I think I'm also considering doing some Phantom Brigade and a few other things. So we'll see how it all goes. But I will see you in future videos. Thank you very much for watching this series, if you've managed to slog through the whole thing. Or if you've just managed, you know, if you've just skipped through and seen how things resolve, maybe just skipping to the ends of battles or whatever, flicking through. It's all good. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know I certainly have, though I will say the campaign will getting a little bit long in the tooth toward the end, but nice few missions to finish on. And I think that, yes, that's it's going to be it for now, though. Like I said, might be more to come, possibly some multiplayer. I haven't touched the multiplayer yet. Oh, it's immediately... Oh, yeah, it creates like a party lobby and then you go into the game, but yeah. Well, yeah, there's definitely some things we can do with this. I'll be curious to see, since it's been a few weeks since the release now. I think it's been, I won't say 2 weeks at the time of recording, but there might even be some mods out at this point. But yeah, there's definitely, I'm looking at possibly doing some multiplayer. We'll see. But as I've mentioned, for now, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.